But I got to test out the Battlemaster there. I think, honestly, of the mechs that I am going to want to pick up as an upgrade to the Grasshopper, that's probably going to be the primary one. So I'm going to keep my eyes out for a Battlemaster. Hey, Kobold! So let's load up here. Yeah, I think I would really like the Battlemaster. I think pretty highly of that mech as far as the Assault class mechs go. And I don't know if I would want much more other than a Battlemaster, so that's kind of what I'm going to be looking for. Alright, let's see where our situation is. So yeah, we did a bunch of work. We acquired some new mechs. I'm not sure how good this Orion is going to do. You're looking for an Annihilator? Yeah. I mean, we'll see when it comes to that kind of stuff, but the Battlemaster, I think, is the next one I'm looking for, really. Okay. So we're over here in an industrial zone. We'll want to come over here, but the question is, how long is some of this work going to take? So the Stalker's going to take 32 days to finish. We have a couple that are going to be taking a long time, but these are both mechs we just acquired, the Orion and the Black Knight, so we had to install a lot of systems, which is the reason why it's taking as long as it is. So let us go ahead and see how long of a jump it is over here. So we're looking at 27 days. And we would get all of our other mechs back beside those two. I could delay a little bit and jump into another area of the industrial zone, somewhere like this. I suspect this is going to be a somewhat difficult mission. I don't have any communicate with it yet, but I think we're going to jump over here because there is a couple rare weapons. I don't know what they're going to be, but it gives us a little bit of a reason to jump over here. And then it would only be a 20-day jump over here, but we did delay a little bit. So let's go ahead and travel over here. We've got plenty of money and more equipment. You know what? I'm not sold on that. Where would we be at if we didn't delay? We would be without both of our 75-ton mechs is where we would be at. And I don't know what kind of drop weight this is going to be. And we might need every ton we can get. So let's remind ourselves of what difficulty we're going into. We're going into 9. Now, if I remember correctly, we were already in a 9 sector, so it's possible we're looking at about 315 tons. Maybe I should wait. I'm going to have to wait a lot more than just this one jump, though. Alright, well, we'll just do it. And we'll see what's there. We do have plenty of money. Although, it's going to be tough if we find a mech we really want. But hey, maybe I'd find that Battlemaster right away. I'm not exactly sure what I need to do to get it to be right where I'd want it as far as operating. But let's go ahead and take a look at the market. Okay, we have a V variant. So I did a little bit of looking up on the different variants of the Orion. So we have the VA variant, which is a variant of this variant. The K is the standard version. So the difference between the K and the V is the V strips out armor and it adds in an extra SM4. So otherwise, this is the default loadout of an Orion plus an SRM4. The VA variant doesn't strip out the armor, but what it does do is it strips out the LRM-15 for the second SRM-4. Now, I don't know what else it does because there's a difference in tonnage between an SRM-4 and an LRM-15, but I don't know exactly the other details there because Sarno.net was not really forthcoming with all of those details. I didn't look in my technical readout book. Maybe that gives us a little bit more explanation, but I'm not 100% on that one. But yeah, otherwise, not really too interested in anything here. So let's switch over to equipment, because that's what we're really here for. A Quality 4 Autocannon 10. I think that's probably worth picking up, even though it is fairly expensive. Let's see what else we got. Because there should be another rare weapon in here somewhere. But we got a Quality 3 Autocannon 10. I'm probably not going to pick that up because we have a number of those LB-10X autocannons that I'd probably used before, something like this, and I believe those are quality 3 as well. So, quality 3 medium laser, we'll also pick that up. Why is it saying I only have one of these? Oh, no, this is a medium pulse laser. I misread that. So we would now get a second one. Oh, definitely, we're going to purchase that. So now I have 2 medium pulse lasers, and I think they're both at that quality level 3. So that's a really nice pickup we just got there. Instant action of Merc 5. Okay. Full quality LRM 5, not all that interested. No AMSs. No double heat sinks. Okay. That's not bad. Let's see if we have anything to sell. Going through. So I have one 4 quality and one 3 quality LB-10X, and I would use those over the normal autocannons. Which I do have 1 4 quality and 3 of the 2 quality. So, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to be picking up any of the other ones. Just trying to go through and see if we have really anything to sell. Really sure we do. I guess we could sell these quality ones, medium lasers, because we have quite a lot of those. I'll sell 6 of them. I'll keep afloat with 20, but we probably really don't need that much, considering the high number of quality 3s that we have, but I'll do it nonetheless. Okay, mostly looking good here. Missile systems. Yeah, mostly good there as well. Alright. Well, we've looked through what the shop had. Nothing all that interesting. I feel like we need to delay a little bit more time because we may want to use all of the mechs we have. So if I think we jump one more system, so we'll go to Regulus here. That should give us the time that we need. This might only be a 13-day jump though. What I could do is I could jump into system and do the defense contract, whatever that may be. There's also a Warzone contract as well, but those probably have lower tonnage requirements than the high reward contract. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in here, because it might only be a 13 jump here. I don't want to delay too much longer. So let's go ahead and travel here. We'll do one of these contracts. I should at least spend some time. And then we'll go from there. So 20 days. So we got the Stalker back. So it's just really the Orion and the Black Knight that we're waiting on. I'm pretty excited for the Black Knight. That should be a very solid mech for us. Okay. Let's read the pending transmission. Okay, so it's from Anonymous. We represent a wealthy group of concerned citizens unhappy with how Captain General Janis Marek continues to ignore the problems our worlds are facing. We would like to send him a message. You will initiate strikes to destabilize the region between the Principality of Regulus and the Duchy of Orient, ancient rivals for political power within the Free Worlds League. These combined hits will enable us to demand that Captain General turn his attention to the citizens that need aid. The first of several strikes will target a manufacturing hub. A private security force is on the premises, but that should be no obstacle for Commander with your battlefield acumen. We'll get a quick draw out of this, which I'm not all that excited for. Really, we're just here for the reputation. We will accept this contract, but I'm not sure I'm going to do it just yet. So it is a difficulty 70. I expect it to be the 315 tons, so it is indeed. Alright, so we won't be doing that one just yet. So it's between the Warzone contract and the defense contract. I think I'm going to go with the defense one. You know, they both have their reasons why I would do one. I guess one thing that we could look at is how many days are going to be spent. So 8, 16. Alright, so how much time would we need? 16 would probably be a little bit closer to what we need. Although we could technically do both of these contracts as long as our mechs don't get too beat up. Alright. But we'll do the one that's only 8 days, and then we'll decide from there what we're going to do, because we could just as well jump out, back to industrial zone and kind of do some work there as well. We do need to work up our relationship with House America. So who are we fighting here? Some pirates. All right, that works for me. So salvage shares. Let's get our damage coverage, which they only let us do 2 points. I'll go ahead and take all 6 into salvage shares, so we get a 14 total. I'll go ahead and accept this. 270 tons. We could very easily do that. But right now, we're running a little too heavy. Probably the Stalker is the odd man out. Well, how many tons do we have to drop? We need to drop 35 tons. So we might need to remove the Zeus too. But for right now, I'm going to switch over to the Rifleman, which drops us down to 280. So we still need to drop 10 tons. So we need... Well, what I could do is I could downgrade something else rather than it be the Zeus, like the Warhammer or something like that. Let's say we went with... Although this is 15 tons down, but we went with the Shadowhawk, which we know is very effective. We'd be at 265. I mean, really, honestly, that gets us about as close as we can get, unless, of course, we put the Stalker in. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put the Stalker in. That will get us back up to the proper tonnage. And then I'm going to switch the Stalker and the Rifleman. And, well, actually, no, the Rifleman should be further back, perhaps. They're going to use those AC-5s, perhaps, more effectively. The Stalker has decent short-range firepower, although it does have LRMs. A lot of its firepower is closer in. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with this Lance loadout. Now, I do want more developmental pilots, because we need to get some experience in some of our other pilots here, so... who would be a good case? So... Lester's fairly far behind. We also have... Cannon is fairly far behind. I'll put Cannon in the Rifleman. And then we need missiles and energy weapons here. More of an emphasis towards the missiles. Well, Lester and Thorn are pretty much the same missiles. We definitely want to use a Lester somewhere. Probably use a Lester in the Stalker. I mean, really, there's not a right answer here. So, I honestly, let's just use Lester and the Shadowhawk here. So we have Lester, Nox, and Cannon. I think some of our... Okay, the Orion VA loses the LRM-15 and 2 tons of ammo, but gains 96 armor, which maxes the armor, and 6 heat sinks. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, the Orion V is the one that loses armor. I think the Orion VA has the same as the standard. So, sounds like the heat sinks is going to be the main thing that it gains. Alright, we're good to go. Let's ready up. These guys are all painted. I know I have to paint the Black Knight, and possibly the Orion. Alright, well, let's ready up and get in here. Actually, forget, did I do the Warzone contract or the defense contract? I think the defense contract. I guess we'll find out here soon enough. Yeah, the defense one.
We have been contracted to defend these facilities from oncoming enemy
Thankfully, this is a fairly small base, so it should be easy to defend, because I got a good view.
We do our best to minimize the amount of damage the enemy inflicts on the facilities.
Well, let's just be patient, not move around too much.
Now fan out and take defensive positions. Prepare for incoming hostiles.
All right, where are you firing at? Ah, over there.
Target acquired. Target.
Threat removed.
Target destroyed.
Okay.
Something just tripped the perimeter alarm.
Nope.
Lock and load.
The helicopter over here.
Target acquired.
That one's dead. Still don't really have eyes on much else.
Warehouse destroyed.
They're obviously attack. Ah, there we go. You got a Vindicator off in the distance. Don't have a good shot here just yet. Get him, Stalker.
Our provisions warehouse has been destroyed.
Ow. Let's get that arm. Okay, arm off.
Destroyed.
Dead.
Target acquired.
Target mech
Okay.
destroyed.
Dead. Trying to look around, see if I see more incoming.
Looks like you've got their
Oh,
attention.
helicopter.
I'm showing multiple
Pretty far
hostiles
away.
incoming on your position.
I guess we'll just worry about this stuff first.
Acquired.
Oh, that's too far out. What am I doing?
Enemy destroyed.
Alright. Focus on the helicopter. Gonna be hard to hit this thing because it's moving
New target acquired.
pretty good.
Target
Got it.
destroyed.
Alright, let's get back to the action.
Enemy mech
Oh,
down.
he's dead.
Destroyed.
Okay.
Target
Ooh.
acquired.
Hostiles
Urban
are
mech.
focusing on the facilities. Engage the hostiles to draw them off the buildings.
We'll do a little bit of pop-up attacking when we get the opportunity.
Jump jet fuel low. Jump jet fuel empty.
No, that's naughty. You're not allowed to do that.
Tango destroyed.
Alright. Guys, can you not stomp on the buildings, please? What did I just tell you?
Is lighting up with more targets converging on your position.
Alright, let's look for helicopters and stuff. Yeah, there's one.
Target acquired.
Pretty far out, though. We're not going to be able to touch that. Alright.
New target acquired. Target
Got him.
destroyed.
Ooh, another urban mech. And try and knock out the AC-10 quickly.
Destroyed.
Alright, let's focus on the mechs that have more damaging weapons. Not really sure where I was shooting there. I mean, if you're gonna be in front of me, I gotta kill you. Oh, hello, welcome to the party.
Watch out. That mech is going critical.
Alright. Get his arm off if I can. If we get his other arm, he's dead, but I don't think he's gonna live much longer.
Tango eliminated.
Alright, hello.
Additional tangos en route to your position, Commander.
Alright, dropship right on top of us. There's a vehicle back there. Being naughty.
Target acquired.
Got an assassin. Shadowhawk. Oh, Centurion, I'm sorry.
The supply depot has been destroyed.
Oh, another urban mech. Let's get that arm off. Alright, get his other arm off. Oh,
New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Alright, buddy, die.
Target acquired.
Tango eliminated.
This area is operating at half strength, Commander. If you're going to make a move, now is the time.
Okay, anything left? Alright, 5 more enemies. I assume there's a drop-in coming in.
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
Alright, they're there.
Target acquired.
Tango down!
Kind of surprised that thing lived through that salvo.
Target acquired.
Okay, we got an archer.
We are on your target,
Oh,
Commander.
shoot, never mind. We got other enemies, and these got my allies will unfortunately ignore these because I told them to do other things.
Acquired.
Copy on shared
Let's just
target.
change that target. Finish this guy off quick.
My peel is about to go critical.
Let's get in on these guys.
Acquired.
What you gonna do about it, huh?
That kills reactor is about to explode.
Heat critical.
Okay.
Mech eliminated.
Okay, we're done.
Our employers will be pleased that we have held our ground and saved this facility. Good work, Commander.
Shadowhawk took some damage. Did it lose an arm? Not that I can see. Alright. Good mission for us. Alright. Ooh, a dragon. Too bad we're 2 shares away from getting it. Alright, let's sort this by value. Not a whole lot of exciting things here. I'm gonna go ahead and take the... Honestly, this is a tough call. I mean, this kit is in theory worth more, but it's more shares for not a lot more different. I think I'd rather do that. And then we'll take this. Guess I'll go with that. Okay. Honestly, I don't know if that made sense, but... And we did take a little bit more damage than what we were insured for, but it's alright. So... Rifleman took the least damage, although it did burn through some armor. Got attacked in the rear. And Stalker did mostly okay. Stalker had the most damage out of the AI controlled. Unfortunately, Shadowhawk didn't really perform as well as we've seen it perform in the past, but it did alright. I'd say pretty solid performance all around, but Stalker was kind of the best one out of the AI. Which we expect, because that's kind of how it's designed. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. So first off, Shadowhawk, did you lose any systems? You sure did. You lost a medium laser. That doesn't make me happy. Okay, so this is one of the circumstances where I think we're probably better off. Jumping there, 13 days, do our repairs, then jump back. We should be good to go after that. I didn't check where we are in relationship with House Americ, but if we get them to like us as we're doing. Although, technically, this contract we're about to do would probably hurt our relationship with them rather than benefit us. But it pays well, so... Gotta be a mercenary after all. Oh, hello. We have an awesome 8Q. I don't feel like we can walk away from that. We should probably pick it up. I don't know what we're going to replace, though. But I definitely think this is a good idea to pick up. And I'd take the 8Q over the 8V. Alright, well that's a consideration. Let me take a look at any weapon systems that may exist that we would want to pick up. I don't think there's going to be much oh, hello. I was about to say, I don't think there's going to be much difference, and then we find something I definitely want to buy. Okay. I want to pick up more of these. There's one here. I figure why not. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at what battle mechs we have and what we'd want to sell. I honestly think it's probably time for the Phoenix Hawk to go bye-bye. It served us well, but I don't want to sell the Centurion, and that would be really the only other one that we would think about. We're really going more towards heavier mechs at this point. So we sell that, we sell this other Centurion, and then go from there. So just for purpose of doing so, I'm going to go ahead and remove all the weapon systems and then put that back over there. We'll go to the market. I feel like we can't walk away from an awesome here, so go ahead and pick it up. So that'll give us 2 80-ton mechs, 1 85-ton mech, 2 75-ton mechs, 2 70-ton mechs. I think that's a good variance. Give us a lot of options. And we also have some good quality PPCs that we can put in this awesome, so I definitely think it's worth picking up. Alright, let's go ahead and sell the Phoenix Hawk. As I said, served us well, but its time has passed. Okay, and then we also want to get rid of the Centurion, make sure we sell the right one. So that's the AH variant that we want to sell. Okay. I should have looked to see how expensive it was. I assumed it was not going to be all that expensive. It's affordable. We've got 14 million. It's a little under 6, so it's easily purchased for us. Okay. So that was a nice mech to pick up. Picks one of the mechs off the list that we were interested in. Let's go through our repairs. So you're going to be 4 days. You're going to be 8 days. Shuttlehawk is going to take a little bit more work here. 9 days. Let's go ahead and edit the loadout. Just to replace this medium laser with another quality 2 one, I think. Not anything higher than that. Quality 2 medium laser. We've got quite a lot of those, so fairly easy to do. I really should start selling more of these quality 1 medium lasers because the likelihood we use those at this point of the game, probably not high. Okay. 13 days. Oh, while I'm thinking about it. There was also this LRM-20 we want to sell. Let me get into the medium lasers quality 1. I'll sell, I don't know, 5, maybe even 10. There we go. Yeah, because we have 34 quality 2 ones. Yeah, we're going to be in a real bad spot if we're going to start needing these, but I'll keep some on hand just in case. All right. Go back to the work here. So the awesome, we don't really need a lot of repairs here. It's not really that bad off. Really, all we need to do is to replace the weapon systems with higher quality ones. So the awesome has fairly good armor. I may upgrade that more, so I might remove the small laser to give me more armor in the arms, perhaps. Or maybe we just downgrade the armor somewhere else to upgrade the arm, because we obviously don't want to be losing these heat sinks. I don't know if having this many heat sinks in the arm makes a lot of sense, so I'm probably going to move those as well, so that will increase time as as well. So we have 2 quality 4s and 2 quality 3s. Now I am using PPCs in the Black Knight, so I don't necessarily want to use all of our best PPCs here. What's in the market, out of curiosity? Oh, nothing really good. Alright. I see no reason why not to use the quality 4s here and here. And then maybe a quality 3 here. That doesn't give us a lot of backups in case we lose one, but fairly important for the awesome to have the highest quality PPCs we can give it. And then I'm going to move some of these heat sinks because I don't like having them all in the arm like this. It just makes it more likely I'm going to have to replace them. But I don't want to spend too much time here. I only need 4 points, so I kind of feel... What would removing the small laser do? Would it get us down that much? But we get 16 points to work with, so 4 there. The left arm's a little less important because there's nothing in it. And then just max out the legs. And then put the rest in the head. Like so. Yeah, that'll work for me. As far as the weapon groups go, I'm just going to go ahead and put them all in the same weapon group, but chain fire them. I don't know if the AI will use this appropriately. I have a feeling not, but this is the way I would use it. So that's the way I'm going to use it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and apply. Alright, good. It's going to take 39 days. And it's alright from a damage output. It's not really the best in the world, but it's very hardy mech, and I think the AI will do very well with this mech, so I'm not too worried about it. But it's definitely not going to be one of our higher damage dealers by any stretch. Because if we compare that with our other assault mechs, we've got the Zeus, which is 43.64. Granted, the Awesome is going to have quite a bit of armor once it's actually repaired and everything, so... And then, well, the Stalker, this isn't really fair, because it's at 77.75, because it's really just all about firepower. So, yeah, we'll have to see. And something like the Black Knight is at 46.5, but again, armor is not the strong suit of the Black Knight, so... I'm not sure if it's a fair comparison or not. Oh, you know what? I didn't check pilots in any of these systems.
Meant to impress, sir.
Oh, this person's pretty good.
Ready for action. Nice dropship, but boring as hell.
I probably should pick him up. He's really bad at ballistic weapons, but he's really good in the other categories. Yeah, we should probably pick him up. No one's truly sure where Captain Kuhn? Kun? I'm not sure how you pronounce his name. Hails from. I'll just call him Captain K. Captain K hails from, as no official records have ever been found. Being enclosed in the cockpit of a battle mech is like his second skin, and he can almost run a mission with his eyes closed. He seems to care little about the glory, the thrills, or even the money of being a mercenary. It's unknown what exactly motivates Captain K, but she, even though it's a he, approaches each job with a cool professionalism. Alright. Well, in any case, we'll go ahead and hire this pilot. I don't know who we're going to fire.
Hope your techs know their stuff.
And we might not fire anyone. I guess Captain Boyce, that was the one we were considering, right? That's kind of like one of our not-so-great pilots. And we haven't been using him for quite some time, so yeah, goodbye. Alright, so where are you at right now, Captain K? 29, that's actually pretty good. And you have one of the best caps. The only one that's better than you right now, the only two that are better than you are Freeman and Shen. both of which we got through alternate means. So, okay. Let me go ahead and take a look at the star map. We'll go ahead and do this mission. It is a demolition contract. Not great, but it is what it is. What's our time frame? We're not going to get the Awesome back, but this is a good opportunity to paint the Orion and the Black Knight. So let's do so. Grab the Centurion, my usual starting point. All right, and let's work on this. Let's do the Black Knight first. I think that the Crusader might look real good. And it kind of makes a little bit of sense considering he's a knight. Let's see what else we got. Applejack, that looks kind of terrible. Buccaneer. Just looked like he didn't know what he was doing when he painted it, because it's got a lot of running to that paint. Digital, fractal, hot rod. That's partially true. What else we got? Mountain Lion, which I don't think looks good in any mech. Not bad with this, but we already have the scaly look going with Stalker, Raider. That looks pretty decent as well on the Black Knight. Razzle Dazzle, German. That doesn't look bad either. Tiger, Urban Block. Yeah, so I'm between... I kind of like Raider with the Black Knight. And what was the other one that looked decent? I think the Sherman, but I think Raider. So we'll apply. We'll see what the colors look like, but it's just going to be tan instead of red. Really what we're looking at. So let's grab the Centurion. Oh, you know what? We can paint the Orion at the same time. So let me go ahead and paint this, because I already have the one color copied. It makes it a lot easier if you just do it this way. Okay, so what are we going to do here? Applejack. As per normal, looks bad on just about every mech. Pirate doesn't look too... or Buccaneer doesn't look too bad on this mech. I'm trying to remember if any of the other mechs that we use... Oh yeah, the Warhammer uses this. Okay. Let's see what else we got. Cobra. Crusader. Yeah, the Crusader doesn't look as good on the Orion, so I think that's enough. Yeah, I honestly think we go with the Buccaneer here. With stupid. Oh, I gotta love that. We'll apply that. Let's get all the other paint going. So our tan color. Oopsies. Copy, not paste. There we go. All right, Black Knight. Although the white and the tan are going to switch. So now that I say that, I don't know if that's going to look as good as I would like. We'll see in a second. So apply, and then we'll do the same thing to the Orion while we have it available. So the red is going to become the tan. Okay, apply. We might still change this, but for right now, I'm going to keep it as is. Okay. And then the Centurion. Last color, the white. Copy. Starting with the Black Knight. This should still, I think, look okay. You're just switching the stripes, really. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Alright. And now for the Orion. They're just going to make the white a little bit more vibrant. Yeah, now that makes it pop a little bit more. I like it. Okay. So there we have it. Our mechs are all painted up and ready to go. I do find it interesting that the paint doesn't really apply to here, but I guess this is kind of a general paint scheme that applies to all Orions, and normally an Orion would have an LRM 15 here, but on our mech, it's just a blank spot. Okay. Let's go ahead and do our jump. So we will not have the Awesome back. Awesome is also not painted. Well, we won't have that back. Okay. And that's the only mech we don't have back, and that's going to be 26 days, so it's quite a while. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the contract. So we should much more easily be able to do this 315 drop weight as opposed to previously. Let's go ahead and get 3 points in damage coverage, so we'll probably take that kind of damage. Salvage shares, we can only go up to 10. I'll do it nonetheless, because you never know. And our total potential payout's pretty good on this mission. Although it is a pretty difficult mission, so that makes sense. This is like the least favorite of mission types, demolition. But we're just gonna have to forge through it. Alright, let's go through the list. So, the Stalker's gonna stay. What else do we have? Zeus, which I think we're gonna put the Stalker in the back then. Stalker, there it is. Okay. The Rifleman is going to get replaced by the Zeus. And then we have 275-ton mechs. So we have the Black Knight and we have the Orion. If I were to pick between these, I would probably go with the Orion myself to pilot. The question is, can we actually do that, though? So let's put the Black Knight here. I'm not sure that's where we're going to end up putting it, but let's just say for sake of argument. Yeah, so this would be perfect if I do a 75-ton mech for myself. So, the Orion. So looking at this, Zeus, Stalker, Black Knight, Orion. Now, I'm tempted to use the Black Knight a little further back. As a matter of fact, I might put it all the way back because it's got the PPCs. It's not got the best armor, so we really don't want it front lining here. So I think we're going to put the Zeus in its place, and then we're going to move the Stalker up as well. Because although the Stalker does have long-range weapons, it has pretty powerful short-range weapons as well, so... and it's better armored. Okay, so what was I doing? I was moving the Zeus up. Come on. And then the Stalker is also being moved up, which is over there. Okay. Now pilots. We want to use the best pilots we can because this is a fairly difficult mission. So let's get those best pilots. So starting off, we need Freeman. We need to decide on what mech that pilot's going to go in as well. As far as things go, the Black Knight is entirely energy weapons. So really, we need a pilot that's good with energy weapons. Also good with heat sinking, if we can manage that as well. So Captain K is at a 7, but his heat sinking skill isn't really up to par. Captain Shen's at a 6. And Portillo's at a 3. He's not really an energy weapon guy. Captain Knox will eventually be pretty good at energy weapons, but right now we have to work with what we got. So I'm leaning towards Freeman, but Freeman's good generally across the board. So maybe, although Captain K is kind of generally good except for missile weapons, which is actually a liability in just about every other mech. So as a result, we're going to put Captain K inside the Blackjack here, as he's pretty much the second best of our pilots at energy weapons. He's good at missiles, but he's really bad at ballistic weapons. It kind of suits him. Let's go with Freeman in the Stalker. Hey, Leo. We're doing okay. Yeah, so we're going to go with that. Stalker's our highest damage output mech, so I like to have that like that. Okay. Then it's between a few different pilots, I guess. So Captain Shen. Captain Knox. Captain Knox is pretty good and would be fairly solid in that mech. The Zeus, that is. Because he's got good ballistic weapon skill and he's got good energy weapon skill. So Captain Knox might not be bad. Yeah, I'm torn between Shen. The big advantage Shen has is just overall better levels in some things. I don't think the Zeus is all that hot running though, so really the main advantage that Shen has is here. And the weak spot of Nox is missile systems, but that is what it is. Not really a whole lot I can do about that. Yeah, I think in this circumstance, I'm going to use Captain Nox here. Alright. So this would be the first time I'm using the Orion. I do not know what the weapons loadout for it is, though. Let me double check that, so that I'm familiar. I mean, sometimes it's a little rough going into a match the first time using a mech. Okay, so we got... This definitely needs changed. Okay, that I think is better. Let's go with the chain fire there. So autocannon is going to be our primary. We're going to try and use that quite often. And it should be pretty solid. Oh yeah, I also want to chain fire the SRM-4s. Okay. We should be able to get those SRM-4s out pretty frequently. We're going to have to watch our arms. If we lose arms, that's really bad for us because that eats out a good chunk of our firepower. So we're going to have to be careful. Okay, fingers crossed. Hopefully this works out. We're using 2 of our new mechs. The Zeus has proved itself and the Stalker has proved itself, but we have to see with the Black Knight and the Orion. I suspect the Black Knight's going to be fine. The Orion, we'll see. It should be good, but I guess we'll find out. We are doing a not great mission, though. Demolition missions. Fairly difficult mission as well. Alright, well, hopefully we don't have to worry too much about heat in this climate. Ah, very bad visibility.
If we inflict enough
Night vision doesn't really help, though.
It should garner the attention of the Captain General. But be warned, even though it's technically a civilian target, it is still being patrolled by a private security outfit. So stay sharp.
Alright. Let's go ahead and slow down to the Stalker's speed. Something hit me from over there. Something is consistently firing guns at me, but I do not have a contact. Ah, it's up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Looks like the autocannon acts like a shotgun.
Target destroyed.
Okay, so far so good. Visibility is really poor on this map, so we're gonna have to bide our time. Going at Stalker speed probably not gonna serve us. I didn't lead that shot very well. How are we doing on ammo for that? Oh, we have a decent amount. Ah, damn it.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Still getting used to the autocannon here. If we can get good close-range shots, it should be devastating, but until we get that... I see that guy flying up there. How about take this?
Attention unidentified battle mech. This is a restricted area. Please identify yourself.
I am. That's how I'm identifying myself.
There's your target objective, Commander. Why don't you go over and introduce yourself?
I got it.
Oh, hello. This is not a good day. I'm not liking this mission and how it's going.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Phew. I cannot take much more damage, and we haven't even started attacking this building. Man, I hate demolition contracts.
Good start, Commander. I'm showing major damage to the target facility.
Alright, I'm just gonna wreck the building and ignore everything else. Unless we encounter a turret like that. Or a vehicle like that. Okay, we can't walk through that.
The area is down to half capacity. Keep going.
Alright, we can walk through these buildings.
Target destroyed.
You're almost there, Commander. Only 25% of this area remains.
Okay. Alright, not much left. Okay, got it.
Target acquired.
Wait, we haven't finished yet? Oh, okay. Never mind. I misread what we were going on. Oh no, the Zeus is taking... That's actually a very good question. Our Zeus is in a lot of trouble. It may go down, and it has a lot of really hard to get systems in it. F! No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We're redoing that mission. I'm not having the Zeus get destroyed. I really hate demolition missions. Is there a way to make this more fun for me? Not throwing an absolute metric ton of vehicles and mechs at you, and not making it so tedious to destroy the buildings. That would really help. Also, not having it be endless waves of enemies. That would also help. But by far and away, demolition missions are just not fun.
Up ahead is an industrial hub. If we inflict enough damage to it, it should garner the attention of the Captain General. But be warned, even though it's technically a civilian target, it is still being patrolled by a private
It also doesn't help that we have no
security outfit.
visibility. I
So
literally
stay sharp.
walked into a full lance of mechs and got, like, really messed up. But as you saw, if I just focus on damage of the buildings, my allies get wrecked. And I can't afford that Zeus to get knocked out like that.
Target eliminated.
Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target.
Tango down.
I'm too far out for that.
Incoming missile. Destroyed. Target acquired.
Again, I'm too far out.
Target destroyed.
Last time I also waited for the Stalker. We need to not wait. We just need to get in there and do damage to these buildings. I don't know what the range on the LB-10X is, and I know it says the range down there. That's not really the range of anything. That's like some weird effective range. Like, for example, my medium laser says 297. I know I can hit things farther out than that, and I have been hitting things further out than that. Medium lasers can hit out to like 400 meters.
Go get him.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
All right, here we go.
Incoming missile.
Alright, so what I need to have happen here is not me just get absolutely wrecked in this initial engagement, but we also don't want our Zeus to get absolutely wrecked, which is pretty much happening right now.
Destroyed.
Okay, he's dead.
Target acquired. Incoming missile.
I got it.
Target destroyed.
Alright, he's dead. Alright.
Target acquired.
Amazing, Commander. Nice kill. That's even going critical.
Alright. Let's get through these walls. Well, and the other thing is, why do I have to destroy the whole goddamn base? Why can't I just hit like some key structures?
Making progress, but still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone. Integrity of this place is down to 50%. We're halfway there.
Oh, I can't walk through that building? As you can see, my AI, the AI companions are just doing a terrible job of dealing with
Acquired.
the AI enemies.
Target destroyed.
So I have to come in and bail them out, and by me doing that, the buildings aren't getting destroyed.
Target acquired.
Neck town.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Our payday is nearly here, Commander. Just keep smashing.
Target destroyed.
Alright. These repairs, I think, are gonna suck, but I guess the upside... Let's walk through these buildings. This will probably finish it up. Okay, we're almost done. Alright, I know where the extract is too, so I can just head that way. Okay. And I just need to run for the extract. And hope that my allies don't die in the interim. I've never been a fan of missions in any game where you have endless waves of enemies. I just hate it. I hate not being rewarded for killing enemies. Why is my allies still attacking buildings? Please, can you stop it and defend yourselves?
Contract successful. Time to get paid.
All right, we're done. We'll have to assess the damage. I suspect it's going to be severe, which we expected, but. Yeah, I really don't want to do these mission types anymore. They need to fix this. This is not well balanced, and it's not fun. Alright, let me go ahead and sort this by value. This is probably worth picking up, and the quality 4 medium laser is a no-brainer. We also have quality 3 medium lasers that we need to pick up. Oops. You know what? The quality 3 medium lasers are more important. We're going to go with that. The AC-5, as much as that is good, we don't use it in a lot of mechs. We're the lasers we use in everything, so that's what I'm going to go with. All right, continue. Oh, do we have any double heat sinks or anything? Not that I see. All right. We took less damage than is on here. Doesn't look like anybody lost a limb, but we don't know if they lost weapon systems. I suspect not. Zeus did really well, as did the Black Knight. Stalker kind of underperformed, but I'm pretty happy to see the Black Knight perform as well as it did. Okay. Well, let's assess the damage. Alright, you didn't lose any weapon systems, you didn't lose any weapon systems, you didn't lose... Okay, so pretty much across the board, we're good to go. Let's see what the next leg is going to be. First, we have to get the message. Okay. We regret the decision to withhold the information that the private security force you faced was part of the Earthworks FWL Inc., but our efforts are all on a need-to-know basis. Yes, you've angered one of the largest transnational corporations within the Free Worlds League, but that is for a good cause. Our citizens must be protected, and the predations of Regulus and Orient must be curtailed. Your next objective will be to raise a food processing plant, so another demolition. Great. There are plenty of food reserves in all affected sectors, so your actions will not create undue hardship. It may be a raid mission, but we'll see. Remain confident that you are serving the greater good, for your success in this campaign will ultimately help many people whose voices would otherwise fall on deaf ears in Parliament. Okay, we will accept that. Hopefully there's not too many parts to this contract. It's another demolition contract. Woo! Alright, let's do our repairs. 27 days, that's going to take forever. I'm trying to think, would we be better off jumping back into the industrial zone and doing the repairs? What I could do is I could do the repairs and then do this Warzone contract. It's probably only a 270-ton contract, so we don't need a lot of the mechs that we just used, potentially. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do it in place. And we'll deal with it. The one I left is one of the ones that takes the longest to do, too, as far as time. So I think it was 16 days or something. I don't really remember. 19 days. Okay. Across the board. Good to go.